Oh man, everybody, we got some good news today. Alright, so we're talking about these X-Men movies that are going to be coming out next year in 2018, and things are going to be really great for Fox. And people didn't expect all these movies to be coming out in the same year. Maybe Deadpool was expected, but not all of these movies. But okay, before we get into this video, I just want to tell you that I'm not scripting anything, and I'm talking off the top of my head. So if you guys think I'm talking a little weird, it's because it's just off the top of my head. So let's get into it right now. So we're getting 3 X-Men movies, which you can see in the title if you hadn't noticed. Anyway, so it's gonna be New Mutants, the Dark Phoenix movie, and Deadpool 2. Now we already know that Deadpool 2 is coming out next year, especially because we saw that little clip thing before Logan. And we're also gonna be talking about how these movies are gonna be going so far. And what I don't know about these, what I don't know is about how Deadpool's gonna go, except for the fact that Cable's gonna be in the movie and Domino, and that's literally all I know. Now, let's just summarize most of these movies. The first movie I'm gonna summarize with all that I know of is New Mutants. So, New Mutants is gonna be pointed towards 4 to 5, maybe 6 mutants, like how Young Justice points out to a few mutants, or a few superheroes actually. But for this movie, it's gonna be about a wolf woman, a strange alien that looks really tall, black, and can shapeshift into a weird molecular structure. And I think there's a superhero that is he's from Days of Future Past. He was only introduced slightly. He wasn't like a big influence or pointed towards really subtly, but he was in the movie. He's a superhero. He looks like the sun. If you want to imagine anything, he looks more like the Human Torch, if you guys were wondering. And then we have the Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is gonna be definitely pointing towards the Phoenix factor of Jean Grey and how she got her Phoenix inside of her, possibly. That's how it could go, because we don't have the plot or any synopsis of how this movie's gonna go, but we do know that it's gonna be pointed towards Jean Grey. And Jean Grey is the one who's gonna she might get out of control, and she might be taken over by the Phoenix. Actually, it's kind of like how it went in the Apocalypse movie when they kind of showed a little clip of how the Phoenix came out of her. That's how it went, but that was just a little snippet of how it went down. Now I've seen in this one other cartoon of X-Men, it's called Wolverine and X-Men, where there's a big arc where everybody forgets what happens and Jean Grey is lost. Nobody can find her, and she was in treatment the whole time with no memory of who she was in the past. And then the Phoenix started rising from her, and then eventually the Phoenix came out, and then it went into another mutant and it killed her. I don't want to tell you who, because you guys can find out if you watch Wolverine and X-Men. But let's talk about Deadpool. All we know is that Deadpool, Cable, and Domino are going to be in the movie. At least that's what I know so far. If you guys know anything else about these 3 movies, just hit me up in the comments below. But it's really crazy how these 3 movies are coming out in the same year. I mean, Fox really is trying to get most people into the X-Men after what happened. They failed with Apocalypse, but I mean, it wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a good movie. You know what I mean? It was like a meh movie. That's why people were saying X-Meh instead of X-Men. On IGN they call it that. But let's just talk about the fact that these movies are basically a treat for how that movie went down last year in 2016. How Apocalypse just went down. The movie, the ratings and everything weren't too good. It didn't earn a lot of money, I'll tell them that, but it didn't earn a lot of respect for most fans. But these movies will change everything. Definitely Deadpool. The fact that it's coming out over the summer makes it a good movie. Just saying that alone. It does make me skeptical to know why isn't it coming out February after the 4-day weekend thing when it had on this premiere weekend. But I'm not mad, honestly. I mean, it's summer too. It's gonna come out at the beginning of summer vacation. How exciting is that? And this is really a good time for the movie, I'd say, because summer, and a lot of people are going to be watching movies, and a lot of people are going to be interested in watching Deadpool already because it's the highest grossing rated R movie of all time. Now, what do you guys know about this movie, and what do you guys want to tell me? Is there anything you want to tell me in the comments, Is there anything else I think I'm missing? Or is there anything that I just forgot to tell you guys that you want to mention? And if you guys want to see any kind of other videos, then tell me in the comments below, because I'm going to be trying to do some Steven Universe talks and some theories. If you guys want to hear that kind of stuff, tell me in the comments below. And my name's Aaron Fitzwilson, and I'm signing off.